There are places on our planet that you'll never see, not because they're unreachable, but because someone decided you shouldn't. From blurred bases to erased islands, a quiet map war has been unfolding for decades, and it's hiding more than just coordinates. What secrets lie behind these digital blackouts? Are they protecting us or controlling what we're allowed to know? Today, we're unmasking the dark truth behind censored locations, peeling back the layers of pixelation to reveal the stories they were never meant to tell. Cartographic censorship began long before Google Earth. During World War II, governments produced public maps that looked completely normal. Yet, if you compared them to their classified counterparts, you'd find entire airfields, docks, and crucial factories had been completely deleted. The official reason was to protect national secrets from enemy eyes. But it also raises a deeper question. How much were they also controlling what their own civilians could know? These weren't just maps. They were tools of information control, carefully crafted to present a specific, sanitized version of reality. The art of erasure wasn't just about hiding buildings. It was about shaping public perception during a time of global conflict. This practice of selective reality set a precedent that would echo for decades to come, evolving from paper and ink to pixels and algorithms. Decades later, the art of hiding moved online, and the scale became global. Mapping giants like Google, Apple, and Yandex began blurring or pixelating entire zones at the request of governments. Suddenly, nuclear facilities, royal palaces, and even entire towns vanished under a digital haze. But this modern censorship isn't always foolproof. Take the case of Yandex Maps, which attempted to censor military bases in Israel and Turkey. Instead of making them invisible, the clumsy blurring actually highlighted the exact perimeters of these secret sites, essentially drawing a giant arrow pointing to them. It was a perfect example of how sometimes the very act of censorship creates its own evidence, inadvertently confirming the existence and location of what it was trying to hide. The next crack in the wall of secrecy came from an unexpected source. In 2018, the fitness tracking app Strava released a global heat map, showing the activity of its users as glowing lines on a world map. It was a beautiful visualization of human movement, but in remote deserts and isolated islands, it revealed something astonishing. The precise layouts of secret military bases traced by the jogging routes of soldiers. In places like Syria and Afghanistan, these glowing paths lit up the darkness, outlining facilities that were officially off the grid. For the first time, a consumer social app, something millions of us use every day, had accidentally breached the barriers of national secrecy, proving that in our hyper-connected world, secrets are harder than ever to keep. Even the digital titans of mapping aren't immune to accidental revelations. At one point, Google Earth provided crystal-clear, high-resolution satellite imagery of sensitive military facilities in Taiwan. The images exposed missile sites and other restricted areas in stunning detail, sparking an immediate and forceful reaction from Taiwanese authorities. Google quickly complied, replacing the revealing images with heavy pixelation. But the internet never truly forgets. Ironically, archived versions of the maps, saved by users and web crawlers, preserved the very images that were meant to disappear forever. This incident showed that once a secret is out in the digital world, trying to erase it can often just amplify its existence, creating a permanent record of the very thing that was supposed to remain hidden. The battle for information isn't just fought on maps. It extends to the world's largest encyclopedia. In France, intelligence authorities once demanded that the French-language Wikipedia remove an article about the Pierre military radio station citing national security concerns. When a volunteer administrator refused, he was pressured into deleting it. But this act of censorship backfired spectacularly. News of the heavy-handed request spread like wildfire across the internet. The Streisand effect took hold, and public curiosity exploded. The once obscure article was quickly restored and translated into dozens of languages, becoming one of the most viewed pages in all of Europe. It was a powerful lesson. In the digital age, trying to suppress information is often the best advertisement for it. Censorship, it seems, is the best catalyst for curiosity. Governments consistently argue that this secrecy is essential for national safety. Blurring a military base or an intelligence headquarters, they claim, protects the people who work there and the country as a whole. But each blurred spot on the map raises the same fundamental question: what else is being hidden from us? Where is the line between legitimate security and the desire to control information? Maps have never been neutral documents. They have always been political. They reflect the priorities and power of those who create them. The power to draw a border, to name a place, or to erase it entirely is the power to decide what is seen and what remains in the shadows. These invisible borders of power shape our understanding of the world. But the curtain of invisibility is growing thinner every day. As satellite technology becomes cheaper and more widespread, and as the open data movement gains momentum, the ability to see the unseen is no longer limited to governments and spy agencies. A new generation of amateur analysts, investigative journalists, and even curious hobbyists can now access and analyze satellite imagery, cross-referencing data to unearth what was once state-classified. Using freely available tools, they can peel back the layers of digital censorship, comparing old maps with new ones and tracking changes over time. The map is no longer a single, authoritative truth. It has become a dynamic battlefield of perspectives, where official narratives are constantly being challenged by publicly sourced evidence. If a place is hidden long enough, it starts to become a myth, a legend. But myths have a funny habit of pointing us toward deeper truths. Every blurred zone, every pixelated patch on the map, hides a story waiting to be told. And these stories, once they are uncovered, have the power to redraw our world, to change our understanding of the lines between secrecy and transparency, power and people. The digital age has given us unprecedented tools to explore our planet, but it has also created new ways to hide parts of it from us. Because the first step to seeing the world clearly is knowing where not to look away. If you believe there are still countless censored stories left to tell, subscribe and join us as we continue to explore the world's hidden maps. Thanks for watching.